Welcome to Goodison Park, a stadium which has been on this site for 101 years. When it was first converted from a piece of wasteland, it cost £4,000 to construct a football ground on this site. And of course it's developed over those years because of the quality of the players that have been here, the excitement, the goals that they've scored. And in this programme we're going to see some of those goals, we're going to see the excitement, and we're going to be talking to some of the heroes as well. And we start off with one of the trophies that Everton have won. In 1984 they played Watford in the FA Cup final.
And as Riley and Johnston wait to start the final, Graham Taylor with John Ward to the left of the picture, Billy Hales to the right. So all is prepared, and Watford in the yellow shirts and red shorts start the 1984 FA Cup final, playing from left to right. Lee Sinnott's got a very long throw, the number 6, and he'll be aiming possibly for Riley's head there. Johnston is closing, Barnes is up at the far post, and Southall forced to make a save in the opening minute. Little touch by Gray found Heath. They've got Trevor Stephen out on the right wing, number 7. Taking on Price, gets his cross in, and Sharp was there. That was Terry, a good header away from Gray. Reed. Jacket got a tackle in. Heath, Reed. And Heath again. And Richardson. And Ratcliffe clears. Sharp's header. That was Stephen winning against Price and releasing Heath. Andy Gray is in the centre. Peter Reed's up on the right. It's still Adrian Heath. And it came off Price for a corner. Heath tried to chip, and Neil Price got a foot in the way. Stephen to Reed. Here comes Gary Stevens. Oh. Well, that was a tester too for Steve Sherwood. Oh, that's also a good pass to Les Taylor. Barnes is trying to stay onside on the far wing. He's come inside for it, and he's got into a good position here. John Barnes for Watford. Good save by Southall. Les Taylor. Into Reed. Good advantage played by John Hunting. And Reed comes through for Everton. It's fair to say that in the first half Watford have made the cleaner openings, but it's such a good match to watch. And here's Peter Reed handing over to Andy Gray. Richardson, and here he is again, and the cross headed half away, and Stephen Sharp, and a goal for Everton by Graham Sharp. After 38 minutes, and Graham Sharp, who wouldn't have played in this final possibly had other players been fit, is the scorer. Stevens got it through first of all. Sharp turned and drove it low inside the post with Sherwood still standing. And there's Sharp chasing again in stoppage time at the end of the first half. In fact, they finished with 3 successive wins, Everton, and they've finished this first half with a 1-goal lead. And that pass came off Mountfield to Riley, who gets the ball in, and it's going to run on to Kenny Jackett. And the chip in, and Southall did brilliantly. Stephen again. Gray and Sharp waiting in the centre. And Gray is closing in here. Oh, and Sherwood didn't collect, and the goal is given. The challenge of Gray, too much for the goalkeeper. And Everton are 2-0 in the lead, and Sherwood disappointed. Gray and Everton ecstatic as Trevor Stephen crossed the ball from the right. Andy Gray comes in, marked by Steve Terry, but he beats him and Sherwood, and the ball is in the net. Merseyside, the Evertonians are celebrating their second goal. After all those years in the shadow of Liverpool, they are seconds away from a major football honour. Andy Gray's signing turned Everton's season, and his goal clinched the FA Cup. A memorable moment for Evertonians everywhere. Their first major trophy for 14 years.
The Everton Trophy Room, where the 1984 FA Cup was brought and put on display. Now, that win against Watford was vitally important to Everton. They'd lost against Liverpool just 2 months earlier, don't forget, in the League Cup final. It helped to provide cash and prestige as well. The cash which enticed Gary Lineker to come from Leicester City to Everton. He replaced Andy Gray. Gray had helped Everton win the 1985 league title and also the European Cup Winners' Cup in that same year. Lineker arrived at the club and he was only here for one season. He played 52 games and scored 38 goals, including this hat-trick against Manchester City in February 1986.
It's cost Everton a mere £1,000 in heating costs to ensure that this game goes ahead on a perfect surface. And Everton kick off. Trevor Steven, and Sharp chases on, and it was Powell's back pass which Lineker has turned into a very costly error indeed. You can't take chances like that when Gary Lineker is around, and Paul Power didn't see him, and Lineker sharp as a tack. Sharp and McCarthy both misjudging. Stephen, and almost catching Nixon by surprise. The goalkeeper did well to hang on. Poynton initially aiming for Sharp, but both he and McCarthy came underneath the ball. Stephen twisting quickly, and it needed the save. And that is indeed the end of the first 45 minutes. Everton with a storming start. A goal after 5 minutes from Gary Lineker, but presented on a plate for him by the Manchester City captain Paul Power with this ill-judged back pass. And you can't give Lineker chances like that. A mistake by Reid. Lineker, an astonishing goal. Nicky Reid trod on the ball. Gary Lineker proves the value of chasing on even when the cause seems hopeless. And it must have seemed hopeless to him here when Redmond a little tentatively prodded the ball away from Lineker and Reid trod on the ball. As Lineker senses his third goal, Nixon could only beat it out. Here's Richardson. And Power filling the gap between Stephen and Sharp. The danger not yet over for Manchester City. And Nixon tips over inevitably from Lineker. And that was Sharp, and that's Bracewell, and that's Lineker, and it's wide. Lineker is onside. It's the hat-trick. City can only hang their heads at the back again. They've been outmanoeuvred by a top-class predator around the opposing goal, who's having a splendid night. Nixon off his line, clinically chipped. It's Sharp at the far post. It's Richardson, and again, an incredible sequence. Sharp unattended, Nixon kept that out. Here's Richardson, blocked by the goalkeeper again. Fantastic work by Eric Nixon. Stephen wanting to take on Power, who was only wanting himself to retreat. This is Sharp, 4-0, and Sharp has earned his. And again, Manchester City found wanting in defence. "14 minutes left, and Redmond took one touch too many. Sharp punished him. Will take the championship from here without a heck of a fight, and on a bitter night on Merseyside, Everton have given a performance to chill their rivals.
And that's not been the only outstanding victory against Manchester City in the last few seasons. The first game we're going to look at now, 1991, and then another game last season.
Ratcliffe. Headed on, and Redmond once more denies Everton. Quinn's given it away though. McDonald coming forward. Nevin. Chipped in towards Sheedy. Reed gets it clear. Now Hinchcliffe. Beagrie. A dangerous looking ball, and Coton read it well. That was good goalkeeping by Tony Coton. Quinn. Reed looking for White on the right. Poynton finding the player manager. Vintage stuff from Peter Reid. Now Ward. Brightwell. Quinn is the target, and Quinn met it well, and it breaks to Megson. How did Neville Southall manage to get himself behind that shot? It looked odds on Gary Megson scoring, denied by his former teammate Neville Southall. Poynton, White, Ebrel for Everton. That's a lovely ball, but there was a suspicion of offside, not given though as Nevin goes on. Well saved, and it comes to Beagrie. And how about that? Eat your heart out, Hugo Sanchez. Peter Beagrie scores his first ever goal for Everton and gives us a celebration to remember. But Manchester City will complain here that Beagrie and arguably Nevin as well were in an offside position when the ball was played. Nevin going on and producing that excellent save from Coton, and Beagrie's shot in off the foot of the post to give Everton the lead.
Well, from up here it certainly looked offside, I have to say, Pat Nevin in that wide position. And the goalkeeper Coton, very unfortunate there, because he made the great block and then it fell kindly for Beagrie and it's in off the post.
And he finds Sharp, who finds Sheedy, and it back to Sharp, and no offside again. And Coton with a good save. The Manchester City players turn angrily towards the linesman on the far side. They felt they might have had the benefit of an offside decision again then. And Sharp close to punishing them for a second time, but Coton with a good save. Ratcliffe with the kick. Beagrie doing well to find Sharp. And McCall goes in hard again on Ward. This is Beagrie. Cut out by Hendry, back in from Beagrie. Sheedy with a spectacular goal! What a beauty! A magnificent goal by Kevin Sheedy! about as good as you'll see all season, I would think. An acrobatic effort.
Well, there won't be many better goals this weekend than that one. That was a classic goal. As we know, he's got this sweet left foot of his, but what a lovely volley. And really the goalkeeper, well as he's playing today, couldn't get anywhere near that one.
Brilliant goal, and Beagrie involved in the build-up.
He did well, Beagrie, actually. You know, it was a good deep header into the box. And there, what a finish.
Brilliant goal, Everton second from the other side of the ground, and I bet it looks even better from here. Brazilian like that. Nevin on the right. Sharp and Sheedy forward. Sharp's header! Knocked behind for a corner. Sharp near post, Watson behind him. Good header away by Redmond. It comes to Ebrel. That was good goalkeeping again by Tony Coton, and John Ebrel's so unlucky. Maxson. Redmond forward. He's getting in behind the Everton defence. Southall saves it. White hits the rebound wide of target. And again, we've seen excellent goalkeeping. This time by Neville Southall. Ward. Beaten. And Everton counter-attack with Sheedy. Poynton's tackle. It breaks to McCall. Threaded through towards Nevin, but it didn't reach its target. Ward now. McCall beats it down again and gets it back from Nevin. McCall! Excellent play by the Scottish international Stuart McCall. Cotty. Pull back, intended for Sharp, but met again by Harper, who's now urging his defenders as McDonald crosses dangerously and over the head of Sharp. Sheedy. Ebrel. Sheedy again. Oh, a splendid effort! That was unlucky from Coddy. Very sharp in the penalty area then, the Everton substitute. And very close. See what it looks like from the other side of the stadium here as Sheedy pulled it back. Good first time crack. As Roger Milford blows the final whistle, confirmation that Everton have beaten Manchester City by 2-0.
Sheron to Quinn, and we're underway in this one. Right, it goes for City. Quinn is the target man, obviously. Fritkoff in there with a foot. Beagrie down the left for Everton. He's got a man inside him, but he chooses to put the defender under pressure. Back onto the right foot here. Comes square across midfield. As Everton try and create the space at the edge of the box now. No chance there for Cotty. Corner kick. Has gone over everybody, but it's picked up here by Peter Beardsley. It's taken a slight deflection in there and a chance, and there it is for Everton. What a strike. Well, it was created by Beardsley here, but two City players getting something of a touch on it, and a brilliant volley. Onside. Cotty. Beagrie again. He's looking for Cotty to run into the channel, but he's going alone. All into the middle, headed away. Chance for number 2, but that one was always pulled well wide. Put it down nicely there, that was super stuff. Ablett left-footed. Cotty trying to get around his marker there, but Keith Curle is able to call the goalkeeper to him. And Manchester City the chance to clear through Phelan. Closed down now. Phelan is A bit dicey there, he's conceded the corner surely. Now, can Everton make it pay? Towards the near post, and it could come here to Beagrie, it does! And there we go, hop, skip and a jump from him. That was gifted to him though. Ineptitude in the Manchester City defence, but Beagrie finishing superbly. The corner kick towards the near post, the goalkeeper an error surely, and nobody picked up Peter Beagrie. Nice ball from Beardsley. Beagrie again, it's been his game today certainly. Can't get past Bonk. Bonk may well have conceded the corner kick here. And we've seen already the danger that Everton have created. Not the tallest team in the league, but the corners are working well for them today. And it could come again, and it does! Cotty this time, but it's ruled out, it's offside. Yep, the linesman's flag at the far side went straight up. Well, there is Cotty. And that has to be a very tight decision indeed, but probably right. Flitcroft. Ball into the middle and over the bar. McMahon. Phelan. And forth backwards again. Oh, a dreadful clearance. And a chance here for Everton to just about win it. Bonk was in there, and in the end, it's in, off Peter Beardsley. Well, Manchester City's defence was all over the place in that situation. And Beardsley is the one that capitalises on it. First the poor clearance, and then as the one-on-one situation accrues, in fact it's Keith Curley gets just a foot on there, off the post, and Bonk and Curl can't stop it going in. Cross in from the right-hand side, and driven across there by Rick Holden. Holden joins the attack now down the left-hand side. Gets a good cross in there, and Southall comes, and did he call or not, but it's away for a corner. And the header, and there it is! David White. Super header, no challenge on him at all. Ward to Beardsley. Good space here for Cotty. Holds it up. Ward again. Inside, left-footed shot. Oh, and that's as good a goal as you'll see in the Premier League this season. Wasn't that hit superbly with the left foot?
Everton's goal scorer number 10, Preki.
And the goal scorer confirmed as we heard it, Preki. Well, I'm not going to give you the full pronunciation. Just look at this. 22 yards, I reckon, that one.
The goalkeeper Jason Payton on for Neville Southall.
It's ball into the middle, and Flitcroft has got the run there. There's a suspicion of handball, and the referee, who's Ken Redfern of Whitley Bay, says yes. Yeah, there was a definite handball there. Whether he meant it or not is open to question. So, Curl against Kearton. Kearton went the right way, didn't he? But no doubt about it, Keith Curl, the City skipper, gets the goal. Kearton. Good football out to Ward. Here's Beardsley. Now Beagrie. Well, he's got one already. He's gone for a second. Oh dear, this is a game of classic goals. Peter Beagrie this time. Well, we saw a great one from Preki earlier, but that one was probably even better. Marvellous stuff from Everton. Let's have a look at it again, shall we? 30 yards out this time, perhaps. Certainly 25. And he picked his spot, and it was brilliant. It's all over, and today's victors are Everton.
Well, I suppose you could say those matches against Manchester City and indeed against Manchester United are local derbies in a way, but they're not the real local derbies as Merseyside folk know them. No, it's Everton versus Liverpool which provide most excitement and are most looked forward to by the fans, by the players and by the manager.
Well, I think the players and everyone within the club, I mean, feels the atmosphere changing from a Monday morning onwards in Derby week. I mean, people clamoring for tickets and no, I think you feel that once the Monday comes, once you start training, you're just looking forward to the Saturday, and it can't come quick enough. I mean, they are special days.
How important is a win in those games as far as the morale of the club is concerned over the following weeks?
It's very important because, I mean, what happens? I mean, it excites your fans as well. I mean, they're the most important people. I mean, if you put smiles on their faces when they leave the ground after beating your local rivals, after beating Liverpool, then I mean, it means so much to them. And you're not going into work in the morning. I mean, people are waving to you. They're not signalling to you in other ways. I mean, it's a special week, and it's a special occasion to actually have won the game for your fans, really.
One derby that will live in everyone's memory was Howard Kendall's first at Goodison Park after returning from Spain via Manchester City. It was an FA Cup fifth round replay on the 20th of February 1991.
Shot. Beardsley. Rush. Barnes. The net shakes, but the ball hit it on the outside. Watson trying to force a way through. Newell couldn't get round the outside. Played forward by Staunton. Oh, and Rush has got the better of Ratcliffe. Ian Rush takes on Neville Southall. And off the line by Hinchcliffe. Beardsley. McDonald, who's got very good feet, as they say in the football trade. Sharp wins a header for the benefit of Nevin. It's McDonald who crosses. Newell poised at the far post. And Nicol is limping. Sharp! It went through Grobbelaar. Less than 2 minutes gone in the second half. Everton fists are raised now as Graham Sharp redresses the balance.
It's a great cross-in, but no one really picks up Graham Sharp. He gets behind Gary Ablett and puts in a fine header. Bruce Grobbelaar doesn't enjoy the best of luck, Martin, but what a boost for Everton right after half-time.
And Pat Nevin can put them in front. And hasn't. Nicol, despite the attention to McCall, is more like Liverpool of the first half. Beardsley, Barnes is free. Oh, nice save! Oh, Nicol, there's going to be an equaliser for Sharp. Chaos in the Liverpool penalty area. Sharp couldn't believe his luck, but he made the most of it. Moldy, where are Everton to close him down? Rush! We're into the last minute. McDonald. McCall helps it in. Cotty! 3-3! The substitution succeeds with rare drama.
I can't believe, but what cool finishing. Not on his strongest side. You did say he would love to go back to West Ham, and what a time to produce a goal. Just when you felt that was it. Liverpool were through to the next round. Oh, I hope this game never ends.
Barnes, it looks for goal! And finds it! Hinchcliffe did very well. Oh, and Hussein has let it go to Cotty!
when all Kenny Dalglish would have wanted was his team to defend properly. They go and commit something like this, and Cotty doesn't need any more than that.
It was Mulby who played it, Hussein who let it run. And Grobbelaar comes, oh, he's lost it! And Cotty very nearly given his dream tie at Upton Park. The next game would be here at Goodison Park. They've already tossed for that, and that's what we get. Fabulous, phenomenal. Those are the sort of words that come to mind.
One match that everybody on Merseyside will remember is that 4-4 draw in the FA Cup in 1991 against Liverpool, and you got a couple of goals in that game.
Certainly did, yeah. It was probably the best game I've ever been involved in, and even though I was only substitute on the day, which most people probably forget, come off the bench about 6 minutes to go, got the equaliser and then got a second equaliser in extra time, so it was a great game.
What was the atmosphere like during that game?
Oh, it was superb. Like I say, I was on the bench for the first part of the game, but it was a cracking atmosphere, and to come on and score, like I think it was about 30 seconds to go, I mean, it's just a brilliant feeling for me.
And of course it overshadows for most people the fact that, but not Evertonians, that you won the replay.
That's right, yeah, a lot of people forget that as well. We won the replay 1-0, again Dave Watson, another important goal. But that was nice to beat Liverpool there, because that was the first time since I've been at the club that we beat them, so that was pleasing as well.
Well, now let's come up to date. The place Goodison Park once again, and Everton's 50th League Derby win.
This is Goodison Park, no place for neutrals this afternoon on Derby Day on Merseyside. You're either blue or you're red. Rivalry runs deep, of course, but usually with a smile and a rich sense of humour. No need for segregation between the two sets of supporters here. David Ellery gets the game underway. Liverpool defending the goal to the right. Steve Nicol at right back and putting a ball through that had Rush chasing through in direct confrontation straight away with his good pal but regular rival in these meetings, Neville Southall. Holmes looking for right out again. Bumped by Ruddock. Everton fans on their feet behind the goal that their team are attacking. Ablett's come forward. Jackson as well. Ward leaves it. Hinchcliffe bends it in. Oh, terrific save by Grobbelaar. A fantastic save from Jackson's header. Well, we said at the start, the length of service that Grobbelaar's had for Liverpool in playing games against Everton. In all those years, he can't have made many better stops than that one. That's good work between Beagrie and Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe's cross. Ruddock misjudging. Can Rideout do something here? Cotty on hand. Rideout. Air ball straight at the goalkeeper. He hit it hard, but too straight. And Bruce Grobbelaar very grateful for that. Hinchcliffe drops here for Ward, tries for goal. Grobbelaar's in the mood, isn't he? A fine save, though be it a flashy one. Liverpool have got 4 in the centre. Nigel Clough is one of them. Can Rush get there? Southall was less than decisive. Edwards on his feet. Hinchcliffe's taken the free kick. Came off the head of Ruddock, and then off the head of Walters for an Everton corner. Hinchcliffe, as Whelan guards the post, then he will do well to do that, because Hinchcliffe can really veer the ball in with his left foot. Does it with pace and swerve, but McManaman only to mark Ward. It's in through the crowd like an arrow into the corner of the Liverpool net. And Grobbelaar feels that McManaman, look at this. That's what it means to concede a goal in a Merseyside derby. Mark Ward has scored it after poor defending at the corner, taken by Hinchcliffe. It wasn't really what he would have wanted, but McManaman just flapped at that and only succeeded in setting it up for Ward, who hit it hard and true past a furious Grobbelaar. Well read by Jackson. Oh, that's going to drop for Cottee. He takes it on himself and well held by Grobbelaar again. Rideout was also looking for the ball to be lined up for him. Rideout, Cottee, Ward! Rat-a-tat-tat. Everton knocking at the door again. Forward by the head of Ebrel. Whacked away by Wright. Bouncing off Clough. For Ebrel again, Hinchcliffe. No offside. Tony Cottee for Everton. A chance to make it 2, and Grobbelaar has defeated him. McManaman. Last chance before half-time, one suspects for Liverpool. Redknapp was, I think, heading for goal. That came rather off his shoulder. Everton's half, though. The one goal from Mark Ward, sweetly struck from his point of view. Nothing sweet about the way the ball reached him, though, from a mishit clearance by Steve McManaman. At half-time at Goodison Park, Everton 1, Liverpool 0. So Everton start the second half, leading by a goal from one of the more locally born players in the match, Mark Ward, from Prescott, about 15 miles away from here. Really ground level view for Howard Kendall. Whelan. McManaman actually could have turned if he'd wanted to, if he'd been told that there was room. Nicol getting the better of Beagrie. And getting his cross in, or trying to do that, actually deflected by Beagrie to Horn. Right out. Everton had options right and left, they still do. Ward for Beagrie, in so much space here. Peter Beagrie for Everton, lines it up, just tries to overpower Grobbelaar, and in the end the goalkeeper not required. Redknapp. Rosenthal staying wide on the left. Found well by Jamie Redknapp. Clough and Rush in the centre. Rosenthal, who makes things happen so often when he comes on as a substitute. And of course settled Everton's hash in the last derby before this one at Anfield in March. Nicol. Oh, well, I think Ablett was masking some of Southall's view then from Steve Nicol's shot. Redknapp. Clough. In goes Rush. Horn didn't connect very sweetly with the clearance. Dix does with the shot! Well, that's part of the Julian Dix repertoire. A rugged defender, but he can wield that left foot with some power, and it was a super stop by Southall. Rosenthal. Rush gets it down. Oh, Redknapp flicked it goalwards. Southall saved. Suddenly, it's a bit more like what Liverpool want. Neville Southall, who had a quiet first half, has been busy since the resumption. Redknapp. As Liverpool chase the game, there will be more possibilities for Everton on the break. But here's Clough. Rush going to the near post. Southall having to backpedal and really snaring the ball in spectacular fashion then. One big right hand upraised. Whoever finishes top dogs here, if is an out-and-out winner, has the pride of Merseyside until March in terms of the league games, when the return at Anfield is scheduled. Preki. Ward. Here's Holmes. Rideout. Blocked by Wright. Cottee. Can he get it back here? Tony Cottee still Cottee. The persistence pays off, and Everton now will believe that they've beaten Liverpool. 5 minutes to go. Well, Dix tried to clear, and in the end Ruddock couldn't get there either, nor Wright. Cottee went on, Grobbelaar lunged and plunged, and Tony Cottee kept on going for the most joyous sight of his afternoon. And with 5 minutes left, Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Ward. Cottee, Holmes outside him. Here's Wright out. Cottee going in. It's a corner. Well, they've been criticised, Everton, for having too many diminutive players in their side, but two of them have scored here to give Everton their 50th league win over Liverpool. Mark Ward and Tony Cottee. And blue is the colour on Merseyside tonight. A win that lifts them 3 points clear of their great rivals in the table as well. 4 defeats in 5 games now for Graham Souness's side. For Everton, though, the special satisfaction that success in a derby does bring. But they were strong enough to survive, and Gary Ablett captains Everton to victory against his old club. Great spirit in the contest, epitomised there by the two long-serving goalkeepers. It's finished here at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Liverpool 0.
It wasn't just a case of the win, which is always very important. It was the manner in which it was achieved. I mean, it was virtual domination, and that hadn't happened very often. And dominating the 90 minutes. Or nearly the 90 minutes. I mean, that hadn't happened very often recently against Liverpool, or I mean, for that matter, I mean, not many people do against Liverpool. So it was pleasing. I mean, we won tackles in the middle of the park. I mean, we got the early goal, and then Tony Cottee finished it off in the end to make it 2-0. But no, it was very pleasing.
Well, now some more excitement and some more goals for you to enjoy. 3 matches coming up, and we start with Everton against Arsenal in 1989.
Well, he drops here, and well, Newell very close with that one. Crossing there is a dangerous one, and a chance, and a little touch there, and Everton have scored. A chance, and brilliantly finished. Super stuff. Here's Nevin, he's got it under control. Oh, beautiful goal from Pat Nevin.
A great win, but unfortunately Everton couldn't sustain that form over the season and finished 6th. Peter Beagrie's talent has always been obvious, but the way he's applied it has often frustrated his managers. Peter had been left out at the start of the 1991-92 season, but he left his first league goal of that season for a quite outstanding individual and team display against West Ham United.
Beardsley and Johnston. Here's Beardsley again. Threads one through. A chance here, and a fine finish for Tony Cottee against his former side. Good link between Bo Johnston and Peter Beardsley here. But this was the telling pass from Peter Beardsley into the path there of Tony Cottee. And he'll be delighted with that one. Cottee. Hard to get it down the right-hand side, but then through Ward, another of the former Hammers in this side. The ball spread out to the left-hand side where Peter Beagree has it, and space to shoot, and space to score. A quite magnificent goal. Peter Beagree. Well, that one will be worth seeing again. And the views from behind the goal then. This is the view the goalkeeper had. And he had 25 yards in which to watch it curl over the top of him. No chance McCloskey. Had everything right about it, that one. Easy enough for Southall, that, and quickly play is moved out to the left-hand side. Beagrie into the West Ham half. Good running here. It's come from Peter Beardsley. And that's a clever little piece of football and a quite marvellous finish by Peter Beardsley. Great stuff from Everton. Beagrie again having a hand in this one. He's had the time to look up, see what his options were. In fact, a fortunate bounce off the West Ham player, which Beardsley was able to take advantage of, but a quite exquisite finish. Small. And it breaks now for all the Blues, and here come Everton once more. Beardsley's deep, but he's found Beagrie with that pass out to the left-hand side. Play from Everton there. They've got players lining up here, and one of them there is Mo Johnston, who gets the third of the evening. Well, there was a couple of three Everton players in the penalty area, but it was Johnston that was picked out. Move started again by Peter Beagrie. He's been involved in so much good work that Everton do today. That little turn and fine finish.
The Blues' form over the last couple of seasons has been a bit in and out, but as you've already seen, the team has been capable of some outstanding displays. One excellent performance during the 1992-93 season was the home win against Leeds United.
But Leeds United will come away with it. Everton win possession on the far side, but Ebble's ball goes out for a throw into Leeds United, and it's with Strachan. Strachan challenged by Beardsley. Now an effort for Everton on this right-hand side of the field. Opportunities, a low cross in, and it's in by Cottee. A low diving header by Tony Cottee. The first goal of the afternoon, made by Beardsley and converted by Tony Cottee. Really was a superb effort. Eberl won the ball in midfield, laid the ball off to Peter Beardsley. A low, driven, hard crossing, and brave header from Tony Cottee. 1-0 to Everton against Leeds United. Desperate defending from the men from Ellen Road at the moment, and Everton still looking for this second goal. Ablett on the left-hand side of the field, puts it onto his right foot, ball in towards Beardsley. Beardsley back towards Ablett. Ablett's there, and Cottee follows it in, and Everton lead by 2-0. Tony Cottee, good awareness from him, and good skills from both Beardsley and Gary Ablett. The ball played in, it went right across Leeds United's back four, and Cottee was on hand. A simple side foot, won't score many easier this season. Everton lead by 2-0 against Leeds United, and both goals coming from Tony Cottee. Preki teasing Strachan, puts it on his left foot, ball in field square, quickly on towards Cottee again. Always a buzz of anticipation once Cottee gets the ball. Preki's there again, battling away with Gary Speed, just couldn't thread the ball through to Cottee on that occasion. And now Horn will switch it from right to the left-hand side towards Beagrie. It's good movement from Everton, this, and really are stretching the passes together. Newsom gets a half challenge in. It falls to Beardsley. Beardsley with a low cross. It worked in the first half when Cottee's low header made it 1-0. Everton try again with Ablett. Ablett through towards Cottee. Cottee shakes off one defender, but good defending that time from Fairclough. And the ball behind for another Everton corner kick on the far side. Everton dominating the afternoon so far, lead by 2-0.
A tremendous performance by Everton. Howard Kendall described that as the best of the season. Leeds always a difficult side to beat, and to win against them and not to concede was obviously a great result.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they weren't having the best of times away from home, but at the same time, you're always thinking, well, their run of luck is going to change, and possibly against you, but it didn't happen on the day. We played very well.
Well, we've seen some great goalmouth action up to now, haven't we? But let's turn our attention to the other end of the field, shall we? Because we can't forget that Neville Southall has been an outstanding goalkeeper for Everton Football Club over the years. He holds a record number of Welsh caps for a goalkeeper. In front of him for a lot of that time has been his skipper, Dave Watson. Well, Dave, you've played in front of Neville Southall for a long time. How highly do you rate him?
Neville's, as far as I'm concerned, he's right up there. You know, he's in the top 2 or 3 in the world. Neville. He's got something about him that when you're in front of him, you know, you've just got to be on the top of your form all the time, because he's always talking to you throughout the game. And if by any chance you do happen to make a mistake and the forward gets through, you know you've got full confidence in Neville to pull a save off.
Does he still surprise you? I mean, his reactions are still absolutely fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he works at it. I mean, I'm not sure how old he is now, 36 is he? I don't know. But he works as hard as anyone in training. He does his own things in the gym, working on his reactions, and you know, in every bit of his body he looks after, and it's paying dividends for him now at the age he's at.
Does he still surprise you?
Some of the saves he pulls off surprise me, the odd one, but I mean, I've been with him that long now that I've been surprised a few times now, and I'm starting to get a bit used to it.
And what sort of influence is he in the dressing room?
He's a character off the pitch as well, and you need them in the dressing room. He's forever winding people up, playing, you know, tricks and jokes on people and that. But when it comes down to the game, he's as serious as anyone. He hates getting beat.
Neville Southall played his 550th game for Everton away to Southampton. At the other end of the field was Tim Flowers, the world record signing for a goalkeeper, and they matched each other save for save.
Herlock. Ricky Adams picks up the ball, sends it down that left-hand side. Cross in there, and the chance for Letitia, patted away by Neville Southall. Letitia appreciates that one. Takes it quickly. A fine shot, and Flowers, a fine save to his left-hand side. Ball still in. Cross comes in again, this time over the bar. Italy. Kellogg tries to wrestle him off the ball, but Beardsley goes all the way, and a chance here, and Flowers, well, Beardsley was on for a goal there, and Flowers in the way. Fine save. Tissier's corner. A chance for Moncal. Well, how did Southall get that one? Caught it right, did the Dutchman. Southall, the Welshman, did well. Southampton with a real chance, and Southall pulling something out of nothing there. Great reaction save. It's fallen to Cotty here. Chance, and another good save. You know, these two goalkeepers are having a great game. So Southampton can build down this inside right channel, and another chance here, and well, how did Southall get that one? Breathtaking stuff, look at that. It comes, Everton living on their nerves. Comes in there, and Southall's behind it.
Well, I think Nev's proved over the years that he's certainly one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he's back to his true form this season. He's been absolutely superb. And I mean, I can't praise Nev high enough. He's the hardest trainer at the club, and his performances show that, and he's just a world-class goalie.
Neville's agility and his search for perfection seem undiminished. This was him at Spurs this season in one of those frustrating matches which, had Everton held out, could have seen them in second place in the Premiership.
Coffey going for the near post, Rideout coming in as well for a classic header. Paul Rideout, who really is having a purple patch for Everton, extends it here at White Hart Lane. Anderton's corner. Calderwood jumping with Ablett, comes back Calderwood's way. The shot from Sedgley, Sheringham deflected it, Sheringham again.
What a brilliant save from Southall. Just watch this. Superb reactions. Sheringham thinks he's in again, and that's when he thought the handball.
Sheringham flicking the ball goalward, Southall getting a block on it. Southall in the thick of it with the right fist there. Katsky, it's corner right back. Southall at his best. Brilliantly done.
Two great pieces of goalkeeping from the big man within a matter of minutes.
Everton. Oh, wonderful save! A save that defied belief.
Well, I talked earlier this afternoon about a save he made in that goal in the mid-80s, and this is equal of it. Sheringham again gets the space, but look at that for instincts. Razor sharp.
Neville Southall has been at the club since about 1981. Explain
exactly 1981. I signed him.
You did. Explain his contribution to the side.
I mean, I mean, I said first of all with Neville when he first broke into the side. I mean, there was a couple of points in his game which needed improving, in decision making for starters, but that comes with experience. He had everything. It was frightening really, because I mean, he had good hands, he was a good build, he was quick for a big man, and even with the new rule change, when they say, well, you've got to have good feet now, and he's got good feet as well because he used to play as a midfield player. No, his contribution to Everton Football Club has been immense. I think that if you win leagues and you win cups, you don't win it without a good goalkeeper, and we certainly have had one here for a long time.
Do his saves even now surprise you, the quickness of his reflexes?
No, I think you come to expect them really. What surprises you is when the ball hits the back of the net against you, especially where something from a distance. You're going, well, hang on, Neville's in goal, how did that go in? Really, I mean, it would be very easy to be blasé about him and to be, to expect him to save everything, which is humanly impossible. But that's the standard he set himself, and really, I mean, it's a standard which he's maintained over the years.
He's still a very keen trainer. What sort of example does he set to other players, particularly new players who might come to the club?
Well, he's a magnificent trainer. I mean, in terms of the goalkeeper, we have a goalkeeping coach here, but I mean, even he was a standard in terms of the work that Neville does. I mean, he's never happier than he's in between the posts, shot stopping and doing everything that is involved in goalkeeping. I mean, he's never happy.
Well, let's rewind just a little bit now and go back to August against Sheffield United.
So we're underway in Everton. First to show down the left-hand side. Former Blade Peter Beagrie here. It's that one in, and a chance for Cotty. Keeper Kelly. Alan Kelly, who's already appeared for the Republic of Ireland at full international level. So Tom there. Whitehouse is in to score within a minute. The visitors ahead. Beagrie. Another chance. Ward. Always has a good game against Sheffield United. They seem to go a bit short, but play on, says the referee, as Rodgers goes over. Kelly, I think, just gets a fingertip to that one. Hinchcliffe. That's not a bad ball, it's finding its way through here. Well, the Sheffield United defence was a little bit statuesque there. Wood. It's not a bad ball, is it? Beagrie wants it and gets it. Peter Beagrie. Puts the cross in and there's the finish. It's Tony Cotty, made by Peter Beagrie. A very inviting cross indeed, and Cotty showing some real class there. The Toffee men have a real advantage here of 4 against 3. And Beagrie, well, that was a great save from Kelly. Neville Southall style, that one. The ball's still loose though in midfield. It's crossed in again. Kelly again behind it from the little header. Ablett. Beagrie. Races past Rodgers and inside now, and this is where the danger could come from. Cotty. Still Cotty. And it's taken a deflection, but Everton lead for the first time in the game. It's Everton 2, Sheffield United 1. Well, maybe... Well, it's got to be an own goal, that one. There's no doubt about it. Looking inside. It's a long searching ball and it comes very nicely. And is this the chance here for Cottee? It is! Stocking trade for Tony Cottee. Anything inside the goal area. And he snaps it up. Ball running well for Everton. Just a little touch off the goalkeeper. But determination from the striker. Cork now. And Sheffield United are back in the game. Second goal for them, veteran Alan Cork. Nice movement here from Everton, and there's the hat-trick! Well, they've all come from the goal area from Tony Cottee. But what a way to start the season. Lovely cross there, the goalkeeper stretching all the time. Flo sends it long. And the referee calls time on another Everton victory.
4 goals against Sheffield United, 4 goals in one game against Lincoln City in the League Cup, and 6 against Crystal Palace, also in the League Cup. A place in the 4th round, thanks largely to the will to win and the goal-scoring touch of Dave Watson, not just in one game, but in 2.
Well, Southall had to be alert there, didn't he? Way to his right-hand side. Armstrong's header. Not a bad finish by Southall. Danger here. Abbott's got a foot in there and Watson's there as well. But it's under the bar and away to safety. Southall is happy to collect that one. My goodness, that was so close to an opener. Driven back in there, and again the woodwork saves Everton, and Humphreys couldn't follow up with the shot. Maybe that's indicative of why Palace got relegated last season. What an inviting shot that was. Terrible stuff. Still with it. Good play. Here's Beagrie. Wants to come in on his right foot. Gets it on target, but saved again. This time it's Martin called into the action, and a good save it was to his left. Hinchcliffe. Cottee. Hinchcliffe again. Young's got a body in there. Beagrie. I thought that was on target. It wasn't far away, was it? He waited for it to sit up nicely for him, and it was inches wide. Towards the near post, and Palace open the scoring, and it's Andy Thorne with it. And there's number 2 for Palace. And Southall asks, and rightly so, where was the defence? To the left. Beagrie again. Into the penalty area, Beagrie. There could be danger here, and Beagrie has brought Everton back into the tie. Now they trail by 1. It's Palace leading though, still by 2 goals to 1, but Peter Beagrie coming into the area, showing real purpose and balance here. And Nigel Martin at the near post will be embarrassed by that. Palace through Humphreys have created something on the edge of the penalty area, but Watson's header is away. Everton are on the charge, looking for an equaliser. Beagrie. Good save again. Martin. Did that take a deflection off Thorne, I wonder? Might just have taken a deflection off his chest, so a doubly good save there from the England keeper. Ablett. There's Beagrie. Nice little feint on that one. Hinchcliffe. Watson's up in attack, as he often is, pushed in late on the game. Corner kick one, and Watson will stay there, be sure of that. Here comes Ablett as well to join him. He's gone over everyone though. Picked up by Precky. I think he fancies a shot here. Crosses it in there. It's the outstretched boot of Dave Watson that converts. It's an equaliser for Everton. And a mixture of joy and relief on the face of Dave Watson. Precky seemed to line himself up for a shot and cleverly somehow picked out Dave Watson and clearly unsighted Nigel Martin. And so it's relief in the end for Everton to get out of jail, and it's thanks to Dave Watson. 2-2 it finishes on the night.
Everton in a change strip of white get this replay underway. Prospect of furiously clicking turnstiles, a full house really waiting the winners of this replay. A home game against Manchester United, that's what awaits tonight's victors. Southgate, who has such a big influence normally through that Crystal Palace midfield. Here's Bobby Bowery. It's a good ball played by him for Armstrong. He hooked it in well. Can anybody finish it off? Boardham is in there, just wide. Right out, the flick on. Coleman anticipated that well. Gets the ball through towards White again. Southgate in, and a foul committed there, I think not by Southgate's challenge so much as White's. Ablett's kick. Coleman ducked in underneath that one. It could be problems here, and in the end it's hooked away by Shaw. Some really clumsy defending there by Crystal Palace. Southgate right back there, tracking Barry Horn. It's a long ball which Jackson turns back toward. Cotty's forward, takes it down well, might get a shot in here, does so, excellent save by Martin. And a warning for Palace, they must give Cotty no room whatsoever. Everton now beginning to come a little more into this game, but it's Palace on the attack now with David White bringing Southgate into it. A super goal! Gareth Southgate. Well, he scored in the first game, and he's hit a very deceptive drive there to beat Southall. Young, it came off the top of his head. Cotty is in there. No penalty given. Everton are furious about that. Mark Ward is right in front of the referee, remonstrating. Cotty, who was brought down, felt surely that Everton should have had a penalty. Well, Cotty will feel very aggrieved indeed, and I think he's a right to feel aggrieved. Everton, I think, might well have had a penalty there. Towards Big Dave Watson. Came off Southgate behind for the corner. Twice there have been minor misjudgments at the centre of the defence for Crystal Palace. So far they've got away with it. But there's another one that's gone in, and it's Dave Watson has made it 1-1. Well, he pulled Everton out of trouble in the last minute at Goodison Park, and he's got in with that header there to make it 1-1. Corner curling in. And there's Watson stooping in with a header. And Everton are level. It's back there lying very deep, trying to hold up right out here. Precky again, driven hard, and he hit it straight at Roger. Then a delicate little ball there for right out. Deflected and behind for another corner to Everton. So a spell of sustained pressure here by Everton at the start of the second half, but the score still at 1-1. Driven again, right across the face of this goal, and yet another corner. Although Palace are saying with some vehemence that that ball came off an Everton player. So here we go again. This time it's Mark Ward on that side, with the corner again for Everton. Watson poised again. Up gets Coleman. Knocked in again. And Watson's there. And has scored again. What an amazing match for Dave Watson. What an amazing tie for him. Saved it at Goodison. And now has scored twice here at Selhurst Park. The second goal, though, coming from a corner that Crystal Palace hotly disputed. Knocked in again, and suddenly there's Watson all on his own. Martin comes flying out. Humphrey can only help it into the net, and Everton are in the lead. This time and the space he had. Mortimer gets it back. In goes Coleman. Shaw playing it off. Back heel by White doesn't quite come off, but Shaw's in there again. Sheer weight of numbers again, and pushing so many men forward at Palace. Williams on the far side just keeps it in play, stretching Everton to that side of the field. Whip it across there now, and a great save there by Southall from Mortimer's header. Oh, Coleman's misjudged it. Barlow's in there. Can Martin stop him? He does. Roger. Shaw onto the right foot, curling it in. Oh my goodness! Knocked in and over! What an incredible sequence. It was Southgate who came right in on the end there. And a terrific piece of goalkeeping by Neville Southall, keeping that long dipping cross from Richard Shaw in. In it came, and Southall just got to it. Williams knocked it in there, and Southgate knocked it over the top. It's a switch to be made. Looking at Cottee, looking at Barlow. It's exactly what's happening. Cottee and Barlow making that little switch. And it might come in for Cottee. I think he's given a penalty. He's given a penalty for the foul on Cottee. Yes. It's Mark Ward, whose responsibility it is to take the penalty now. It's 3-1 Everton. No mistake about that. The blasting school of penalty takers, giving Nigel Martin no chance. Barlow. Ward. Brecky get on the end of this one. Oh, has to be an own goal off Young. From Pecky's cross. He can smile, it's 4-1. Certainly driven in there. A long cross by Mark Ward. Here's Brecky. And an own goal by Eric Young. And it's now completely out of Palace's hands. Final whistle. And Everton go through after Southgate had put Palace ahead. There's the match winner. Not only for his 2 goals, one in the first half and one in the second, but the way he marshalled his defence superbly when Palace really applied the pressure when they'd gone 2-1 down. And then they pushed on, did Everton. Ward scored from the penalty spot, and then an own goal by Eric Young made it a 4-1 victory for Everton, who now meet Manchester United in the next round at Goodison Park.
You're amongst the goals. You've always managed to get goals, but you must have been delighted with the 2 you got against Crystal Palace, particularly the second one.
Yeah, I think if you look over my record over the years, I normally get maybe 4 a season or something. But yeah, the second one against Crystal Palace was a little bit special because I'm not renowned for chipping goalkeepers, and I got myself in the position where the goalkeeper was charging at me, and there was not much else I could do really apart from lift it over him, and fortunately for me it went in.
So we've seen some smashing goals, haven't we, and some great excitement, and we've spoken to some of the Everton heroes. But now, here's some more goals to remember. So we hope finally that you've enjoyed this programme, and we hope to be back again as well with some more excitement and some more trophies, let's hope, for Everton Football Club. One of the great enjoyments and great thrills of supporting a team is that you never quite know what's around the corner. And let's hope for the club for which only the best is good enough, that they'll provide some trophies for you to enjoy in the years to come.